Ladies and gentlemen, we have a tremendous pleasure and honor on Angry Americans, a true patriot, and one of the most interesting dudes in America.
I can't wait to find out who you got.
It's you, man. It's you. Live from a hot car somewhere, steaming down a highway. We're getting a little bit of noise talking to you, but I think that might be because the NSA is tapping your phones. The great Ron Perlman, I am humbled and grateful to have you on the podcast, my friend.
Thank you very much. It's a real pleasure to be asked to be in the early going, particularly the historic beginnings of what I hope will be a great contribution to the American fabric quilt, whatever the hell we're trying to say here. It's really an honor. And just to be specific, you will hear a little bit of noise because, let's face it, I am a movie star. I'm driving through the streets of Hollywood, and that's where I need to be in order to stage my particular anger.
Do you have a cigar in your mouth or any kind of firearm in your hand at this point? For folks who know you from stage and screen, you are, I think you're basically a professional badass. I don't know if there's anybody who's been a badass in more different roles than the great Ron Perlman. So can you paint the picture for us right now? What, do you have a cigar or sunglasses or a firearm of any kind?
If I paint the picture truthfully, all it'll do is disappoint you and probably eat into my well-established image. That's all complete bullshit anyway. But yes, no, the firearm is nowhere to be seen, and the cigar is also nowhere to be seen due to doctor's orders. I just celebrated a birthday. I'm getting older.
Happy birthday!
I got to cut back. Thank you very much. I wasn't fishing for a happy birthday there.
That's all right. I think Ron Perlman's birthday should be a freaking national holiday.
Yeah, well, maybe, who knows? Maybe one day. Maybe after this podcast, we're going to make so much history that, people, they'll be either raising the flag or lowering. I'm not really sure.
All right. Well, I want to start out with a question I'm asking all my guests to start the interviews, just so we can better understand the origins of the great Ron Perlman. And I asked this of Willie Geist, and I'm going to ask this of future guests. Ron, what was your first car? The first car in your entire life?
Well, my first car, like many young fella, was handed down by my dad. I believe the first one that he wanted to unload so he could get a new one, which is usually what happens with sons and dads.
Right.
Was this is the problem with getting to be my age. Why I cannot remember the name of it. It had a push-button transmission.
Push-button transmission?
Yeah.
What color was it? Do you remember what color it was, Ron?
Well, it was white when he bought it, but not by the time I got it. We weren't big on car washes back in the day. Lower middle class Jewish family,
Yep.
We would go out. We would wait till like late May, go out with a bucket, and then that would be it till the following year. In terms of washing the car, Rambler. It was a Rambler. It was a Rambler American.
I love it. What year? Do you know what year it was, Ron?
It was a 62, maybe.
A 62 Rambler.
62 Rambler American.
I'm Googling that right now and looking at that. That is a freaking cool car, but it's not what I would envision, Hellboy rolling around in as a young man.